we're going to have, you know, Perfecto and Hobbit hopping on Ancient.
Yeah, how does that make you feel?
I mean, terrible, obviously. But I also know, the thing is, I always, because everyone keeps talking about it, of course, so I don't want to, like, hammer it. There's some people who don't know, so it's important to mention it. But they have tried to get an opera, obviously, so it's not like they just are saying we don't want one, we won't get one. There's some comments, but we've all heard that they've tried to buy an opera too, just wasn't possible.
Yeah.
So they're making do with what they have, and they have been doing a great job. But that last map was the perfect example of an op difference.
Yes, sir.
Like, if there was a better opera on that server,
Wonderful
it was wonderful. It was it was the best player on the server, period.
And look what happens when a good opera gets his...
It really shows you how much, no matter how well you play, and Cloud9 did play well, if there's an opera doing that much, it's hard to play against.
So we'll see. As this one goes on, it's JL with dual Berettas. Back turn by the cave player.
Oh my god, I can't believe he didn't finish that kill.
I think Boomich kind of catches him off by just pirouetting. Boomich skips through the air into the cave. And with it, upends what was looking like a Behold. Now, Wonderful regains vision. There's a challenge from Aleksib that doesn't go too well, but at least it serves up a distraction, right? That's the silver lining. Oh, Wonderful's coming out with headshots. USP starts to get away from him. Boomich is 3 kills deep in this pistol, and it is Hobbit to get the other 2.
That was weird. That was weird. That was wacky. Aleksib just like, I'm going to make noise, and starts shooting behind him.
I'm running distraction, bro.
What'd you say?
I'm running distraction, bro.
Distraction.
Nice shots from Boomich, taking over.
It was some nice shots from Boomy.
Op or not, that Glock has teeth. And now Cloud9 have guns. Look at that. Oh, that's spooky. Without the outline, man. You come around that corner,
yeah,
you got a couple of ghouls, but they dismantled the setup right before Electronic comes in, and now it's just a shooting gallery. Not so scary anymore. Not scary at all. Creates an exit route,
Not
leaving
scary
JL
today.
Gotcha. JL thought he had a chance.
5 up.
Leading 2-0. Now, beyond the opping problem of Cloud9 on Ancient, what do you make of them on this map in particular? Because I do feel like I keep seeing Cloud9 playing Ancient all the time.
I think it's the fact that the retakes are so good that makes their Ancient so viable. Because this is a map where you're going to play without a player on A site a lot and play in Donut or play back in overstack B, for example. B is very retakeable. A is also retakeable. So it's very important that you're good at retakes. Because if you're bad at retakes, then you lose the site and you regularly can't stay coordinated enough to pull off those rounds. But Cloud9 are specialists in retakes, so this is like the perfect map for them, with both sites being retakeable. Like, take a map like Inferno. You can be gods at retake, it might give you an edge here and there, but most of the time you're still not going to win them. It's too hard. Well, that's not the case here.
Getting frisky down that B ramp. Info gathered. Sound made, though, right? EMAS stomping around up in Donut. This is going to alert Cloud9. But he leaves. He goes all the way back towards mid, so Bit is just left on his own. And with a full-blown exec coming out of Cloud9, this is looking like an A site under wraps unless Wonderful becomes crazy. Bombus flies through, almost stopping the bomb plant. JL found a kill. The fire spreads even from beyond the grave. And while the T's pick that bomb back up, JL charging through the smoke takes a ton of damage into the next molly, and still he is able to catch a kill. But how about Perfecto? What? He falls! JL! Fire at his feet and fingertips!
Tell me about that swing, man. There's no way he got that. 2 fires that he had to run through. It's getting too hot. He had to be right on the dome. That is nuts. I mean, that's a round that I'm going to say didn't have much thought, okay, coming into it with the way that NAVI played it. They said run through everything no matter what and try to get 1 kill over and over again. Dude, let's just drop the bomb and then drop the bomb one more time and then hope that there's no more time and it has to be this 1v2. Crazy that he pulls that off.
One more tick of damage from that Molotov, he's down.
The only thing I think Perfecto should have done differently there is just be more aggressive instead of give a chance for it to be a headshot fight in the first place, because he heard JL take 4 ticks of damage across 2 Molotovs. And still a very expensive round for NAVI.
I can't believe how brave JL is to push through that fire like that. An agent of chaos. Now, of course, Cloud9 still sensing that there's an opening to be taken, and Axile over the top of green almost catches the donut player off. Bit's gonna swing, and he holds back the first player.
Man,
Now the smoke's up. They're still gonna charge through. 3 players coming out. Electronic sharp. Hobbit picks one up, but it gets stuck. Wonderful with a nice double kill. Electronic out from Donut, trying to keep his head spun back around. It's a late A main play in contrast to the Donut position he predicted.
he can make this a new round if he wants to, because the amount of time. Oh, never mind. Not if JL is throwing spears like that. Nice one. 2 straight here for NAVI as they stop the other A attack. And this was up to Axile if he wanted to take that peek and take that fight. And as we see, there's probably a reason not to. Now, the thing is that when he decided to take that peek, his team needed to be way faster about getting out to him. And they were standing behind the molly waiting. So that meant that as long as it's not extinguished, there ain't going to be any T's running through it. Axile's days are numbered. So that's one situation I would say that happens less often, where Cloud9 are not on the same page.
This one feeling unlosable, but we'll see if that P250's got anything to be proud of. Nade. Poor Hobbit.
Flash naded in a smoke. Yeah, didn't see a thing. Didn't feel it, okay? No pain on that one.
Yeah, is that an ethical kill from Aleksib?
Oh,
well, there's a little pain back. Emag gets blasted by the Galil, and that's Electronic on half health with armor.
swung that like an AK.
Electronic's starting off strong, right? 6 kills, 3 deaths. But as quickly as Cloud9 get into middle, they fall back. NAVI want to come reclaim it, but Cloud9 in for second servings, and it's going to feel empty when really there's a whole pack of players ready to go.
That's hard to read for sure.
Right.
They waited an elbow that entire time.
Lane push, all's good.
All right. JL, man, he has been a hero this stage. He has had some very big maps, most notably the 40 kill one. 60 and 13, 40 frags.
I think JL really has kind of become the heart and soul of NAVI. He represents them. He's the bro. He's the high hopes.
That's interesting. I really see so much like variety when I think about all their personalities and like what they bring. I mean, definitely got the biggest energy on the team.
He's got the high spirits. Golden Retriever energy for sure.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Golden Retriever that can frag.
That's the beauty of it, right? Taking the fragging department to a whole new level.
Yeah, it's like so easy to be a nice guy, but then when you can frag too, it's like, Jesus.
Is it easy to be a nice guy?
It is actually easy. That's
Really?
the sad part.
Then why are there so many assholes?
That's the sad part.
You know?
As Maui would say, being toxic
Is
a
a
choice.
Yeah, he knows that all right. Top mid, red room, walkouts 3. This is a gap in the defense. There is nobody trying to hold that back. If A main had fallen, then A site is under wraps.
It actually.
Wonderful's going to hear them stomping, or were they still far enough away? He shoots the op.
He has no idea.
He's going to get blindsided by this. And then they also kill a player deep inside of red room, so this is perfect for Cloud9.
Damn, they found that gap in window. How the hell did they get through this? No CTs watching.
Well, what's shocking
for
is
lurks.
It's not that, you know, nobody's watching it, but also on top of that, nobody acting as if it was ever open.
Yeah.
You know, they fall victim to the possibility of that play.
Yeah. Especially if the first kill goes down. It's like, yeah, I mean, they just found out there's no op watching it. They went fast, but I'm just as surprised as you that they didn't get any audio.
Because it really felt like the temple, you know.
I guess he was out there in single, not inside a temple.
Yeah. A quizzical situation.
Yes, very ponderous.
Indeed.
Terrorists win.
A good play and a good split here from Cloud9.
You know, maybe it was the round prior where they got all that space just walking out to mid that kind of fueled the idea of, hey, let's go 3 players top red.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
yeah, there's always a gap on Ancient if you look for it, whether it's inside a window or in the A site especially. This map is just all about, you know, osmosis for the CT sides to constantly overfill in one direction, massively stack the B site, put tons of pressure down, massively stack into mid, puts pressure down. At one point, it was playing in donut, holding a passive angle, watching for a window lurk, not letting that opportunity go, staging a B exec late. It's just not like that anymore. It's actually more fun, I would say, now. A lot of rounds end on straight up mid swings, and some more teams are picking up on just execing out of spawn, which is also nice because Ancient for a while became very defaulty, and now it's back to like a good balance of executes out of spawn.
not going to stop them. That instant spawn smoke. And there's no real challenge behind it from the CTs. They're going to climb on top box. Bit's looking for the fight. Second member here as well is Aleksib. Cloud9 comfortable 5v4. They're going to chase him down, tagging him through the wall so he couldn't run away. That is insult to injury.
No one to protect Emma in this spot, and he wants to be able to do something because his team has just died. Peeling back will suck, honestly. It's just like, oh, what can I do? But it is probably the safest option.
JL has to go forward instead. Oh, misses the jump up. This goes from bad to worse for NAVI. Sorry, buddy. You're done. He knows it. We know it. He accepts his fate.
Yeah, it's the most deflating feeling you could have. But what he couldn't do anything there. There's nothing he could do.
Ema gonna pop open the smoke or just flash through it, try to cause some kind of challenge here, but there's no way he can go and save. There's no way he can run. And they're gonna chase him down and take that lead back. Cloud9, their fourth of this T side.
Yeah, this was probably the best idea for NAVI to try to do a B split, or sorry, B stack with 3 players, because like they weren't winning back mid, they didn't have a position to do that, and they just failed their B attack. And they can definitely see a lot of people from Cloud9 like there right now take a long rotation back, and especially with Ema doesn't die in mid, so without mid control, it takes time for Cloud9 to even get back there. So for the next 30 seconds, stacking the B site made perfect sense.
Now they're working with bare bones. No flesh. They'll hold their nerve, try to run forward with USPs, and bite the bullets. That's an easy one for Axe Island Boomage.
You know, it'd be a very fun thing to see. I don't know why I thought of this stupid idea.
A clown juggling chainsaws.
Chuggling. You misspoke. Everyone point and laugh. Watching 2 teams play without being able to communicate and seeing how well they play. Who would be the best team that can't calm? I bet suddenly it'd just be Furia. They'd just be able to take over.
Yeah. Yeah. Or Liquid, because they don't calm already.
Damn, there was a joke in there somewhere.
I just had to go down the list, like, oh, who can I make? I don't want to hurt anybody. Who's maybe not watching?
They're all sitting there watching
I know. There was no choice. And I could have just not made the joke, but, well, you know me. Full-blown exec again to the A site. Honestly, Cloud9 even in the gun rounds have had their field day here, right? Remember, the one heroic moment from JL is what is really...
Too soon, man.
It's really Okay. Speaking of clowns, Electronic charges in with the entry.
How are they going to plant? Because CTs know what they're going to do.
Now they're going to try to challenge.
They didn't even try to plant because they know they're going to come barreling. Eventually this doesn't work, guys. Like, NAVI, come on. Let's pretend we can actually get a retake together with, like, good cohesion and patience.
Man, let's go to overpass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see.
Cloud9 just have their number on this A site. I love that you ask, like, what are the CTs good at? And it's the same thing, right? you've got Electronic just posted up, ready for that smoke challenge. It is more of the same out of NAVI on the defense, and Cloud9 adapting as they need to. And not much adaptation needed because most things so far this T side have just straight up worked.
And you might think, oh, well, they don't have much money. Like, why would they even go for it? Well, then they probably should have saved, you know, instead of just doing that. So.
Terrorists win.
Oh. There was a Vulcan there to take. It would be sick if we could find the guy just playing the flute or whatever instrument that is.
Yeah, it's actually Maui Snake. Playing his Tibetan singing bowl and flutes and ancient spawn. Ovid in the middle. Your pistols don't mean much in the face of this ravaged pack of players because Cloud9 again and again into top mid. And it's going to take more to hold them back. The rifle's barely making a difference here for NAVI. They better hope that they have a hell of a T-side in their own back pocket. Because this defense is getting shredded round after round. It is A-site under wraps. And even as Bit thinks he can maybe just walk down ramp.
Tell me who wins this.
Boomich.
You're going to say dies. You're going to say dies. Who wins this, Connor? Oh.
Cloud9.
Gotcha. Smart, yeah.
This round, that is. Honestly, one of the things that NAVI have been able to impress me with throughout their Copenhagen run thus far is just these really cheeky T-side comebacks. Their offense has been hard to get hands on if you are their opponents across multiple maps. And so I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt that the T-side has something in store for us, but let's be real. They're not touching Cloud9 at the moment.
They're not setting themselves up right now for an easy game, that's for sure.
You know, but NAVI's games haven't been easy.
That's also true.
So
they had that huge comeback versus G2 on Nuke, and that was on T side. That was one where you start off perplexed, how they win that round, Wait, they got 5 rounds. Wait, tack pause into another round. Wait, okay. Now we're tied. Oh, shoot, we're losing. And you still have no idea why. They've got the most mystical T side right now, by far. It's dark and full of secrets.
They continue to try and find fights down on this lane, but Cloud9 have been so elusive.
Ain't no one even here. But they are.
The fight for middle has been so keen.
Yeah.
Wonderful flashed off the temple angle, and that 3-player pack does walk out middle. No red room smoke until they're ready to swing. Flashes come with it. Email will he spray? Or does he think that that smoke goes a little too deep? He could definitely challenge, I think.
They could, yeah. But they don't have nades to set him up for the peak, so I think the most he can do is phase it.
It would really be desperate.
Yeah, like, they're giving up a ton here to Cloud9. And now they just have, like, they have a perfect way to convince a split. Like, look how the map is set up. They could easily be splitting A right now. So that means 3 CTs are going to be watching this. They've set up a perfect situation to go for the trades over on B. Aleksib will have to do more than enough. Oh, and he does.
Gets bomb with the lineup at 30 seconds. Maybe there's a little left. on this CT side from Na'Vi. It's another double pack trying to push in. His support comes through, and Aleksib lays down the law.
That is individual brilliance out of Aleksib.
Let's watch Axile clutch with 15 on the clock. Swapping over, not going to catch the player climbing up, so that's a fourth at the very least. Sprinkled in. I think the uncertainty as to Cloud9's direction was real, but Aleksib gets that clean lineup.
That's Counter-Strike.
That's 5v3. From that point on, it's easy.
Yeah, they could have used mollies in this spot, but they don't want to molly out of position that they want to take over quickly because they're going to go right into the exec. And for that moment, Na'Vi had no idea if it was A or B. So his basically individual brilliance, the only way they get out of that. And it's a great angle for Aleksib to hold, but perfect from him and JL to completely shove that out. No trade even, man.
Yeah, looking to crank the dial.
Uh-oh, here we go again.
Cloud9 gonna end the half with a statement. Smoke comes up. Op won't find anything. Wonderful has been muted throughout this second map of the series. Flashbang Adam, peek behind it. Nope, they're just gonna molly him off as they do lose Axile in the middle of all this. The bomb site comes for free. The challenge, nicely done from Bit. Again, that position gets problematic, but it's numbers advantage. They're gonna try again. A continuous train of Na'Vi players flying out from this lane. Ema trying his damnedest now out from the donut with one. But there's not much more he can do. He's down to 29 bullets in that M4. And Perfecto has a safe plant behind boxes.
What does Blade think about this? How does Blade feel about this overarching strategy?
I feel like he's pulling his hair out.
He's like, retake.
I feel like he's taking a lot of notes. Ema, 13 bullets for 2 kills now. All that spam has put him in an awkward spot. There's another M4, there's a kit to grab. He goes deep, sees the shoulder. There's the second peek, and that's the end of that. Cloud9, 8 rounds on this T side, trying their absolute damnedest to bring back this series.
They want to make up for that first map or put it on a great show. So some crazy rounds that made Na'Vi look completely out of their depth with the way they retook the A site, but it actually worked once or twice, so fair enough. They struggled, clawed back, and got those. Well, we have another complexity situation where Cloud9 could have won, both maps. Well, it certainly seems like it's possible. And now that we switch over, I mean, there's like this transitive property between, them not looking great there on their defending side. That makes you think, well, how can they be good on T side? I don't know. It's definitely got me doubtful, but
Mrs. Doubtful over here.
They need to molly the back of default permanently when they're going through this, because that's the exact place that Na'Vi kept trying to run into.
I like this tactical pause coming into the second half. Shout out PGL for taking away mid-time breaks.
I actually love it.
I love the pacing.
It's really nice, yeah.
And it's a good chance. If it's like you have the option to burn attack pause, it's a very valid time to take it.
It's even momentum for casting. It's like so nice to just keep going.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we say thank you to our sponsors, Display, for being able to provide us with the chance to not have mid-time ad breaks.
Definitely. I gotta get me one of them.
Second pistol, here we go.
I want the hamster one.
We get another T-side comeback from Na'Vi. Again, first half didn't inspire me with hope, but their previous results have given me a little hesitation here. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that if with this pistol, they can maybe put something together. But Cloud9 looking like a whole other beast on Ancient. Hobbit doesn't want any of that.
Oh! Wow.
Nice tap, Axile.
How do bullets even go that far? You know what I mean?
Saw a glimmer, a shimmer, a shadow. All he needed to tap it away. So poor Ema hits the ground. Back to the struggles as he sits 6 and 11. Bit into Lexi though. Gonna pick up that slack. It's a good pathing into the B play. I like that. You lose one towards Red Room, but the second player caused problems for Axile to hang on.
Yeah, excellent split again. And you do see that, like, just in T side and their essence, they do have something really figured out when it comes to their coordination, making an argument for themselves. Might get a great balance of T-sides that are lurky and get you into sites versus good attempts on retakes here from Cloud9. Now that we have a pistol, we're definitely going to see a real half here. Nice trade from Bit and a great round overall from Bit with 3 frags in total.
Damn right.
Putting him at the top of the board for his team. And officially the only player positive.
Yeah, that second Red Room player pushed onto the back lane, and it just joined up so nicely with the ramp/cave split. And so we sit up straight. You'd be a fool to doubt Aleksib and Blade's joint brain power.
Aleksib B, and the B is for Blade.
Cloud9 pistols into cave with, of course, the elbow play here for the bomb carrier. Shouldn't be problematic. Shouldn't be. Aleksib chucks the nade out. That's going to do a ton of damage. Leave it to Aleksib to find 150 damage on a nade in a round like this.
Best nade since Flusha.
Boomich with a wallbang USP frag. They are giving them this fight. Oh!
Wow.
No way.
That's a lot of hits. Oh, man.
That's just nasty. Hobbit, you have no business getting USP wallbangs from cave. I hope it wasn't Ema that died. Give the guy a break.
Couldn't remember. He's been doing good.
Yeah, the second map's been slower.
Oh, true.
It is him.
But the second map, yeah.
He just can't catch a break.
Mirage was good.
He's like, why me? And there is no real answer. Damn you, Hobbit. Nice run boost. Style points for Perfecto and early control for him too. Honestly, the picture should be clear that A is the intended target. Fast move from that double mid setup into now a triple donut hold +1 in CT. But the hesitation of NAVI causes second guessing from Cloud9.
You know they don't usually rush.
And so what was that forward mid setup then suddenly has to go back, and they've been smoked out of donut.
The thing is they know it's not B. So Hobbit has actually still got control of the ramp, and he just now fell back. Well, they didn't fully re-clear it, but they're waiting to see every other option.
That should lead them back to the A site, which has always been the intended target.
Oh, they're setting up the full flank here.
He's smoked out of main. That's going to be problematic, especially with Electronic getting that simultaneous kill. They're going to try to just charge headstrong, and that'll cost them. Axile, he's got teammates, and T's, not with all guns out, are going to falter on the attempt to take it. Not nearly as convincing as the Cloud9 all-in from A main.
I think they didn't let go of their molly because they were expecting to have one CT swing out, get the kill, then molly, because they did the deep smoke on donut. The reason you do the deep smoke is because people will jump up and line up the kill on the bomb planter, and they wanted to get the frags first, but there were so many CTs there, I don't think they were ready for that at all. I mean, Cloud9 played that around perfectly regarding information and where they were picking off their flanks, so you need to do a perfect job, really, pushing back both sites if you want to delay a hit. That's why a lot of people are doing the hits out of spawn, because it's hard to get the map control on T side.
Now you're stuck outside of B with nothing to show for it. Gotta look in the mirror, realize how dire of a situation this is on map 2. And just if things weren't rough enough, here's a smoke.
Worst feeling.
No, I think the worst feeling is losing 12 rounds straight to Pain.
Too soon.
Now you've got an entire Cloud9 defense set up for you to come through door.
3 more Danes out of the major.
Yep. Ouch.
Oh, and all of Ecstatic.
Let's go Hooksy!
Let's go Hooksy.
The one Great Dane.
The Great Dane.
The Great Dane that remains in Copenhagen. It's all Hooksy. But that's neither here nor there. No Danes in the server right
Is that
now.
really? Is that really? He's the only one now, eh?
Off the top of my brain?
Kerrigan, baby.
Oh yeah, that's true, of course. The two greatest Danes.
But let's make sure I will drop one. Yes.
There are Danes everywhere. I'm sure we're even missing somehow one more. I don't think so, though, actually.
Where's Cyclone from? Zipix, assistant coach of Mouse.
Oh, Zipic slipped in.
Ooh, we're
They're
they're
getting all the cracks.
Sneaky,
Wow.
sneaky
Right before the
Danes.
major. Assistant coach. Makes up a role doesn't even exist.
Hey guys,
Gets into playoffs.
3-0 by the way.
I'm a genius.
Yeah.
He is, though. So,
Yeah, we saw him in the elevator after they were playing their first opening games. We're like, how is it, man? You enjoying the new role?
stressful.
He looked at it, he goes, worse than being a player.
Yeah.
And of course, that's a common theme with coaches, right?
Not having control over the outcomes.
Nah, your future is in the hands of 5 other players.
Good ones, though.
Yep. Well, depending on the coach.
Mouse.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Undeniable. So guns back in from NAVI. We've seen the inkling of a T side in the making, but Perfecto just chucked back up onto that lane. It's the pace, it's the tempo, it's the confidence from Cloud9 on this defense that really just screams, Ancient is our map. And they're gonna make sure to continue to tear them apart. Hobbit's wallbanging through all the possible angles, and it's bitten Emed just desperate for anything. Any opening, any footing, any more rounds, but none to come by.
Damn, this is hot from Cloud9. Ime from below.
Done.
Done.
Hobbit is not missing a shot, not skipping a beat. And again, it's just sheer confidence from Cloud9.
Yeah, Boomich powering up as well from map 1 to map 2. And they haven't really had to look at the op, which is like,
Well,
you don't need to.
You know, let that be a testament. Boomich himself saying, I think the op will be a cause for my inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Not opping this map and look what happens.
Yeah. It's worth like trying it, I think, just to see if you're having your on game. Like that other day where Hobbit hit like 2 nut scout shots and then started opping and had a great half. You could see it coming. Ooh,
Fast
A rush once again. And they're not in Donut to listen to this.
There we go. And last time it was almost open for the taking,
Now
but
they'll hear it.
hesitation from Na'Vi offered the door to Cloud9. This time it's all in. Na'Vi getting a little bit desperate. Comes through in the tempo of the play. Oh, Electronic's gonna give you nothing.
Oh my god, that's
Him
brutal.
and Boomich out from Donut, just slamming the retake. Ime, he'll try his damnedest to hang on here, but he doesn't even have a gun to work with. They've got him cornered outside of Temple, and the retake is on. No sir, 3 strong from Cloud9. Electronic, no respect
That's
on
so
that
good.
retake.
And that's the thing, they're fully comfortable retaking A site. And again, that's what makes their Ancient powerful. No one gives them faith in it. It's really important, actually, that you can play vacant on the site now because of the way that CTs are taking B and mid so heavily.
And you know, that's the all-in. That's what you had to play with. Final tack pause called, so Blade into the mix. We talk about their ability to win rounds after his contributions. But I mean, how do you fix this? Cloud9 feel untouchable.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything in the playbook from Na'Vi to make me believe in their Ancient. Like, the first half looked very scrimmy in terms of what they were trying. Like, you would never see Cloud9 trying a retake like that, you know, like on the A side. And Na'Vi did that like 4 times. So I think they're actually out of their depth somehow on this map. I wouldn't be surprised if they could beat a team on Ancient or anything because they have, like, they showed like a great lurky round on T side. But overall, I think they are getting outclassed a little bit.
And it really is a testament to what Cloud9 have been able to do thus far at the Copenhagen Major. Coming in the opening stage, looking a little shaky in their first couple games, getting easier opponents too, right? Fed into the criticism of Cloud9, but given runway, they have warmed up, and they are not going to skip a beat on this second map of the series. It felt like overpass was inevitable in the first 10 rounds of this map, and it has never felt different from that point on. Just sheer tenacity and aggression. And Electronic is going to cross paths inside of the smoke. JL caught out and this one just falls flat. NAVI may have great T-sides elsewhere versus good opponents, but Cloud9 on Ancient are a whole other beast, cut from a different cloth. And Bidd'll serve up at least a headshot to try and get back some respect. All eyes fall on Overpass. Another chance for, of course, Aleksib to piece together something on a T-side. The most difficult T-side in the map pool at the moment is what we will have up next for NAVI. And that at least gives me hope. I think you can put faith in him and Blade when it comes to Overpass. I think we should get a higher level of competition for sure. And props to Cloud9 because they are fighting tooth and nail with impact to try and push this all the way to top 8 at the major. No celebrations just yet, but that certainly shakes off the close loss of Mirage.
Yeah, they had...
I don't think they want to get overzealous quite yet because the job is not done. They're going to Overpass, but we do have to celebrate the way